Hello everyone, it's Anita again and thank you for being here. So today I wanted to talk about various topics. We'll see what comes out with this episode. As usually I don't script, so I just go with the flow. And my name of my channel is actually Shower of Inspiration because usually I get pretty good ideas under the shower, and if I don't record on a go then I just forget what initially I wanted to convey. So today, as I was preparing myself, I was thinking about my current situation that is far away from what I would like it to be, and I was thinking about how to actually make the shift. Why is it sometimes so challenging? And I think yesterday, as I was scrolling the reels in the YouTube channel, I came across one lady. I don't remember her YouTube channel name, sadly, but I will maybe come back to it through history. Nevertheless, she talked about the phenomenon when you try to manifest something but you actually experience challenges and you actually feel that you are tested, that you are being tested by the universe or what have you. And she explained that the reason for this is that when you are your old self, it means that while being the old self, we are aligned with our current situation. Our old self has created the current situations we are in. Whether it's good or bad is not for me to determine. It's an individual thing. It was a postman. They always come at the best time. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, that lady. She explains where we actually have this kind of feeling that we are being tested, especially when we try to manifest something new. And as I mentioned, our old self created our old current circumstances, and it's a reflection of our old self. But then when we learn a little bit about manifestation and what have you, we learn that in order to create new circumstances, then we need to think in new ways and assume a new identity in a sense, even though our outside world does not confirm it. And we experience this dissonance. So when we think in old ways, we are aligned in a way to the old circumstances. So think of it as a kind of like a wave where one is circumstances, one is your alignment. So as an old self, you kind of get along in harmony. But when you have old circumstances, but at the same time you become a different personality, you have this dissonance. You no longer are aligned with your current situation, and that's what often throws people off. So the test is that the more you assume this new self, and the less you put attention on your outside current situation, which, as I said before, was created by you, but by your old personality, the more the less you focus on the circumstances from the outside, the more you focus on your new self, the more the current situation will start to shift eventually to align with you. And I gotta tell you, oftentimes it worked for things that I didn't really care that much, in a sense that, yeah, it would be good to have this or have that kind of situation, but I wasn't really attached so much to it. I didn't attach importance to it, and I think that helped me to manifest certain things faster and pain-free. So, for example, my current job was manifested in that way. I really didn't put so much importance regarding changing the job. I thought it would be better to have better one. I just made the decision that once I get an opportunity, I will take it. But then I just didn't really focus on it. I went on vacation, and when I came back from vacation, I was in a receptive mode, in a sense, in the vacation, because I was really enjoying my life. I wasn't really stressing over anything, and I think it helped to push certain things faster, because first I was enjoying my life, and I was aligned to a better self in a way, because I enjoyed the moment, and I didn't put so much importance on any end result. I wasn't really focused on anything. So I set the intention like 2 months before, then I forgot about it, and then it kind of manifested right after I came back from the vacation, so the timing was perfect. So I was actually hired pretty quickly. I can't remember any other circumstances where I would be hired within a few days, and that's what actually happened. So I know that there is something in it. I'm not really making this thing up. However, when I think about my health, this is something that I think that health in a way is extremely important. I mean, when you don't have health, you really you can really struggle in many ways. So I think the thing that really keeps me in a way stuck, you might say stuck, is the fact that I put too much importance on it. So what I've been doing recently is to actually observe my current situation and do not put so much attention towards it. And as I assume this new identity, I do experience dissonance right now. And I know it's a process. I know it'll take some time. However, I don't really I don't want to limit myself in any way. So it might take some time, should I say, but it might actually improve instantaneously. I mean, can we really foresee what's going to happen, especially when it comes to unknown? I don't think so. So what I should have said is that however it happens, it will happen in his own course of time. And I think another thing is not to set any assumption on how the thing you really want should appear in your life or not. So, technically speaking, I wanted to talk about this dissonance. I thought it was quite an interesting concept, something new that I learned. And also the fact that when you put too much importance on the thing you want, you actually push it away from you. I experienced it firsthand, so this is something that I'm working on. And recently I do notice that when I go with my intuition, it helps a lot. And intuition is, for me, it's a language of my higher self. So it's someone that lived many other lifetimes and has greater knowledge than I consciously have. And all the answers basically are in us. And the intuition is, in a sense, something that translates this inner self in me, in a sense that I experience those impulses and ideas that just kind of pop up in my head. And I think it's like some kind of guiding system that I have inbuilt in me. And yesterday when I was struggling and I was a little bit frustrated with myself, I was feeling negative emotions. I don't escape from them anymore, by the way. When they happen, and they sometimes happen at random times, I just stand and allow myself to feel and to experience this negative emotion. I notice that if I don't run away and I put attention on it when it happens, it usually goes away smoothly than when I fight against it. So I got an inspiration to do a Joe Dispenza breath work, but do it more like prolonged. Usually in his meditations you do them for like 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes tops. But what I did is I actually did it for like 20 minutes, and I was really going against my regular schedule, you might say, and I felt interesting things coming up with me. One of it was this victim mentality, saying I can't do this anymore, how much longer, I can't do it, it's too difficult, just quit, I want to quit, how much longer, and all those kind of things. And I knew that I'm actually really going against the program right now, and I was like, you will not dictate what we're gonna do or not. And just because I have a thought, it doesn't mean it's necessarily true. It's usually self-preservation instinct. Especially ego has that. It really wants to protect its status quo. And I was like, no, we're not going there. So I did like 20 minutes of this breath, and I was like somewhere else. Then I played some other meditation. Actually, it played randomly on my playlist, so I just sat with it. And it was all about present moment. During the week long, I healed my shoulder, but recently I was going too much in a gym, and my shoulder started to ache a little bit more again. So in that meditation, I really felt energy going through my shoulder again, and it was like very intense. And I will say, I know it will sound crazy, but I really felt it jumping and crackling, and all kinds of things were happening during that meditation. And I think it's because I went like super deep, and I was actually meditating over 2 hours, but it really felt like 5 minutes. It was something else, and I think it's a nice reminder for me to realize that I actually have this inner capacity to heal. And shoulder is definitely not the priority for me to heal, but maybe that's why it gets healing because I don't put so much attention on it. So I'm recording this in hope that my journey will help you progress. And I also record it for myself to see the progress of my own journey. And yeah. So that's all what I wanted to talk about. I was again a little bit all over the place, but I hope you'll find value in what I say. And I'm planning to make an episode about week-long, by the way, how it was for me. It was my first ever. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna record it, but it's in plans. So I think I will record it I will record it soon, maybe this month, maybe next month, we'll see. But for the time being, I really like to record the flow, from the flow state, like I just did before, without script or anything. And so again, thank you very much for staying until now and listening to me. And if you like my content, you can always hit the subscribe button. And yeah, so see you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.